family together. But what happens when betrayal cuts deeper than blood? In a home, a family together. But what happens when betrayal cuts deeper than blood? I had to reiterate that. In a home filled with warmth, loyalty is now a choice, and no one will break that. But what happens when the bond gets broken? What happens when betrayal becomes a factor and they call it bad energy? What happens then? Well, guys, give me some time because there is so much that I had to administrate that I see within family dynamics. And I know a lot of mortuaries would probably flip and turn over in their grave, at least from my family dynamics. Okay? Once a family was the foundation of uniting and love. But in 2025, something changed. Brothers turning against brothers, sisters turning against sisters. The bond that once hold family together have started to break. This was also administrated in the Bible as well, guys. To give you acknowledge that these things will come to pass. So with that acknowledgement, we are supposed to reverse it and make sure that it doesn't happen. But that is not the choices that we have anymore. Let me go into it a little bit deeper. The resources that has cut family ties apart. Number one, political and ideology divides. A tender dinner table, a family member argues, voices raised, one person storms off. Political beliefs and ideology have driven a wedge between lovers. Once just a debate, disagreement now feels like a war. Conversations turn into battles, and silence replaces laughter. This is heavy, y'all. This is heavy. And the reason why it's so heavy for me is because I know some of the sequence I went through, some of the things that I thought I would never witness in a family has occurred. It's in my eyesight. It's in it, and It hurts so bad, y'all. It hurts. And there's only a few mortuaries left in my family. And they still having the same behavior. I remember when my mother was alive, and I did everything possible that I could do to make sure she was comfortable. I sacrificed it myself to make sure she was comfortable, y'all. And the family went berserk. They treated me bad, y'all. I was the worst. And I was the one that was the go-to, the one you could come knock on my door and my door was open. If I didn't have a spot for you to sleep in, you could sleep on the floor. We were going to figure out a way. I was that one. So I know. And then to see that it's just trickling down, it's affecting the younger ones that's coming up. So what's going to happen to them as a family? What's going to happen to them not walking down the street and not knowing their cousin or they or another bloodline? I know my first, second, and third cousins. But if this injury keep building and building, it's going to trickle down and the other ones aren't going to know who they are. So that's why I had to have this conversation. You got families separating. And taking their business to social media because they don't have nowhere else to let things out at. But it's all right to take it to social media, but don't diminish somebody on social media. Have a conversation with them first. That's what your vocals are for, to be able to communicate. Okay. And don't take my tears for weakness because they're not. My tears is because of hurt, not weakness. Okay. So, you got one sibling furious, typing on the phone, the other one staring at a post with an angry expression. That's because they don't have no dialogue. No dialogue. Social media has become a battleground. A single post can start a family feud. Arguments don't just happen at the dinner table anymore. They happen in comment sections, texts, and unread messages. And I think I thought this out thoroughly because these are the things that happen. Instead of us getting together and speaking as a family and talking it out, no, we take it to the media first. You know why? Because a lot of times people cannot handle what they have done. They can't handle it. Then you have financial struggles and competition. I'm not being in no competition with none of my family members. Never have and never will. Family meetings tend in the air, and one sibling accuse another of not pulling their weight. Parents overwhelmed. economy struggles has turned siblings in rival. Who gets the inheritance? Who take care of the aging parent? Who succeed while the other fall behind? Money no longer just fuel ambitions, it fuels resentment. Now here's my thing. When you get to a stage of your life and you get older, your parents get older, brothers and sisters are attacking each other about belongings that once was their parents. And then you want to have one person within the family that feels as though they should take over everything. That will bring on the biggest feud I have ever seen. And it's disgusting and it's disgraceful. I had a friend, not going to mention her name. Her mother was lying on her deathbed. The children were feuding over who was going to get the furs, who was going to get the coats. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But these are the things that happen in a family, especially when the mortuary is on their deathbed. Some of you have not experienced it, and I hope that you don't get to experience it because it looked quite ugly. Okay. Yes, Craig, I'm fine. Um, I even get on these mediums and I have seen how family has exploited some people in their family and just call them all kind of names, and which you're not making the family member look bad because you're the one who up there exploiting your own family. So now you think you are making that person look bad, but you look bad too because you're a part of the family. And now you have people who actually in your family that promotes negativity. When I was coming up, you wouldn't have dared seen my mother or her sisters and brothers promoting negativity in the family. Shoot, I didn't even see them argue as brothers and sisters. I never seen them argue. When it came to personal business, they handled it together. The children were separated from that. That was none of our business. Okay? We didn't ask questions. What was told to us was told to us. What wasn't none of our business. It was for the adults to handle. And some of these things need to be re-triggered again. People, we are losing our families. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're adopting other people as family members. And yes, extended family is great. But how can you extend me when you can't even take care of your own? That's what would be my thought. How can I stand and make somebody a part of my family if I can't even get along with the people that I actually are have bloodline? We are born into a family for a reason, not a season. It's a reason. We were assigned. That's an assignment of God. So I just want to get on here and express myself. I don't want to see no family unit destroyed by negativity. Excuse me. If you can try to make it work, make it work. Work hard at it. Because God works hard on us every day. And He forgives us every day. I know He's still working on me. And I know that some people have had some hard trauma. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about those who went through a tremendous amount of trauma. I'm not talking about those people because I can't identify with that. But I can identify with people who actually have had people in their family to support them, whether it's their aunt, their uncle, their godmother, their stepmother, whatever. I'm talking about those people. Because when you done had a lot of trauma in your life, your thinking pattern is quite different. That is another video. So the ones I'm speaking for right now are the ones who have had that support, that unity in their family. Try to bring it back. The media is taking us away from the things that is actually supposed to be happening. We gotta wake up, y'all. Gotta wake up. And I know within myself, when my mother went to make her transition, I went through a lot of stuff. But guess what? I forgave a lot of people. I won't forget it. I won't forget it. Because I know what you're capable of. But I'm going to still love you. And I'm going to let God handle that. That's not my job. So, guys, I hope that I brought some type of significance to this video. Because I never want to make a video without it having some significance to it. I'm not telling you to rush out and do that. You know, all I'm telling you is just insert it into your mind. Think about it. Figure out a way to work it. Until then, guys, I love you. Thanks for coming through. And I hope to see you again soon.